What's good, peeps? Welcome back to another story time Sunday story time, whichever way you want to go. Right now I'm in Wellington at the convention, so I figured I'm kind of pre-recording this, so I figured I would talk about the first time I ever went to a magic club. Okay, this was interesting because I was probably 13, probably a year into magic, and I was like, holy shit, there's magic clubs out there. My God, that's crazy. There's like magicians go together and they like share secrets and shit. Whoa, right? So I was like all excited, and I looked up online. I went online and I looked up basically, all the magic clubs, and I found this thing called the International Brotherhood of Magicians, right? And that tripped me out. I was like, wait, this sounds crazy, right? So, I found out there's a ring in my area. Now, a ring is like, it's a reference to the linking ring, which is really old school trick. Let me see. I don't know if you can. Is that gonna focus in the camera? Really old school trick where two rings solid rings pass right through each other, and they can kind of pass off, pass through again. If you blow on them, they come right across, and they're completely solid, and all that kind of stuff. So that's the linking rings. It's not my forte. People do whole routines around it and everything, but so there was a group, I guess, in my area. So I went out, and I had read that you can perform magic there, and people kind of share performances. So I had prepared this trick, right? I think I bought it off dananddave.com, or I can't remember where it was, but it was an ace cutting routine. I can't do it right now for various reasons. However, basically, literally, I would have people I think I gave little packets for people to shuffle. I'd get them back, and then I'd cut the aces, right? And I fooled a lot of people with that. It was hilarious. They came up to me, they're like, let me see those cards. They looked at the cards, they couldn't really find anything. They're like, maybe I thought those might be tape, and all this stuff. And then I ended up telling them because I was like 13. I was like just excited to be there, right? But I remember just performing for those guys and kind of just being everyone was crazy, they were actually excited about my card tricks and stuff. I was like, wait, really? I was surprised because a lot of people did, gimmicks or general magic or stage magic. So not a lot of people had my kind of card skills even at that age. So it was kind of interesting to see. I didn't realize that people didn't really always do card magic. So that was kind of an interesting thing. And that's where I met, that guy that I talked about in one of my old school videos back in the day, back 4 or 5 months ago when I was one of my first videos. My friend Jose, he was this mentalist dude, and he ended up traveling to Argentina to do fortune telling and make a fortune, telling people's fortunes, you feel me? Just using mentalism techniques, of course. And he said there's people out there that do that and live in mansions. So that shit's profitable, yo. If you ever want some quick cash, read 13 Steps and move to Argentina. that's kind of how it goes. But he was a legit mentalist too. And it was crazy because I remember him. He used to do kids magic parties and stuff like that, just to kind of make money. And I was like, wait a minute, if a really high level mentalist has to do kids magic to kind of make a living, I was like, that's kind of shit, because I really hate kids magic. I've tried it, I can't do it, I don't have the energy for it. So I was like, man, that kind of sucks, because I wasn't as good as him in performance and in everything. I was like, well, how am I going to make money with this shit? So that's why I never really tried to get gigs and stuff like that. Just based on that knowledge, I was like, man, if these guys have to do kids magic out here, it's rough, In New Zealand, it's a little bit different. People don't just hire magicians for shit. It's very rare that you'll see one at an event. So, you kind of have to make your own market and create your own niche, which is what I'm doing now. But, it was kind of an interesting thing. And there was always crazy people that you'd meet at these meetings, and they'd show you some trick, and you'd learn it, and then you would practice it, and then you have a little thing from that guy, a little thing from that guy. That's kind of, at that point, I remember I had a very early version of my ambitious card routine. The one with especially the one with the face up. I'll do it, I guess, real quick. It's not going to focus, but you'll get the idea. So with the face up ambitious card, I had a very, very early version of that, but it was still looking alright. And I remember people freaked out about it when I showed them. So yeah, they were like, man, if you do that, you can make so much money with it. And I just never really took it to the streets. I never really took it busking. As you guys know, I didn't perform for a long time. If you guys watch my shit, So actually, busking something I still should probably try. That'd be interesting to do. It'd be very, very different to what I'm usually used to, but it'd be interesting. Anyway, so yeah, that was a very interesting thing. Now, the reason I'm talking about this, the reason I'm telling you guys my very first time at a magic a magic club, is because right now I'm at a convention, so it's kind of a nostalgic thing. And after this video, you guys are hopefully going to be seeing some cool content from this convention. And you know, it'll have Shin Lim, it'll have some big names, possibly. I don't actually know who's going to be at the convention. I know Colin Cloud's going to be performing at some point at a show in New Zealand. But anyway, it's some good shit. So hopefully I'll get some cool footage for you guys to see. But yeah, until then, that's going to be about it for me. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow with some cool ass shit. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you want to see more. Follow me on all social media platforms. The links are below. As always, mad respect, much love, stay lit, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!